Welcome back to the Spearhead cast, everyone. With me, Mats. I've been told we have a little bit of a special game here on the Eastern Front. We have Valhalla as the Soviet Union, and Godly Noodle as Panzer tactics for the Waffen-SS straight out the gates. Now, the special thing about this match, as I was told, is that basically the Soviet Valhalla is not going to pick a commander to prove a point of how versatile and powerful the Soviet Union is. The Soviet Union doesn't even need to pick a commander, because that's just how versatile the faction as its own is. Meanwhile, we've already seen that the Waffen-SS Godly Noodle has gone for Panzerjäger tactics. Let's see how that turns out for them. This is the map Lost Glider, by the way, if you're wondering. Now, we'll be interested to see how Valhalla is gonna overrun or destroy the Waffen-SS without a commander. But I assume it'll involve a lot of conscripts early on, as we can already see. The Privniki, or however you pronounce it. Meanwhile, looks like the Waffen-SS is going for double Sturm Grenadiers. Never a bad decision, generally, actually. Sturm Grenadiers are very versatile infantry, very good elite infantry you can get early, but they are expensive. So if you lose them early on, you generally get in trouble, which is generally a mark of the Waffen-SS playstyle. It's a very risk and reward faction, in my opinion, which is probably why it's designed. Now, he did go for Panzerjäger, which will allow him to get normal Grenadiers if he wants to get cheaper infantry. But it looks like he is just going to rely on elite troops early on through the Sturm Grenadiers, which is not really a bad decision. The Sturm Grenadiers are generally very good at what they do. Sturm Pioneers might be in trouble though because of the grenades. Looks like we have some Fontoviki, or Fontovikl, I believe they pronounce it. It does say Fontoviki, so it's Fontoviki according to what I can read anyway.
Fresh Guards troops are standing by.
Yeah, Fontoviki. Anyway, the Soviets are being very aggressive here, and those Sturm Pioneers might be in trouble. Oh, that's a Molotov going for the exit. Oh, and that's it, Sturm Pioneer early on. Oh, that's gonna suck. But we have triple Sturm Grenadiers coming in. That's a lot of firepower, but Godly Noodle needs to take that cutoff point. Currently, the Soviets are getting far more resources. Now, without a commander, he's very limited in what he can arm the Soviet troops with, but we'll see. Now, this might be a much shorter match than normal, but it's really just as a showcase, I suppose, of what the Soviets are capable of. Because the Soviets are a really strong faction. And they are designed to be, and I think that's also part of the whole design aspect, that they're not actually meant to need to have the Americans or British on their side. The Soviets can do fine just being the Soviets only, which is also what I think would make a lot of sense, because the Americans and the British never actually fought on the same battlefields as the Soviet Union. So yeah, there you go, some historical accuracy and notes for you. Now, I do think that the Soviet Union is going to be able to overrun these SS troops really fast. They've already been armed with better sleep grenades, so that's going to head into the church, and that's a big problem for those Sturm Grenadiers. Oh, very good, they actually got out of time. And then the Molotov straight afterwards, which they just run straight into. Which they probably shouldn't do. Nah, he noticed after taking the loss.
What do you need?
Now, the Soviets' Fontoviki will take the fight to the Sturm Grenadiers pretty competently, unlike the conscripts. So he needs to be very careful where he positions his troops. Because we have an engagement down here with more conscripts. He's going to be able to flank a lot of places, because conscripts can be a lot of places, thanks to them being so cheap. I think those Sturm Grenadiers need to get out of there, but the Fontoviki will have accuracy to kill them. Oh, is he gonna get out of there? Wow, that's lucky. So we have an MG coming in for the Waffen-SS, an MG-34.
Heavy machine gun team ready for battle.
This Fontoviki might get close enough, and then a Sapper is flanking at the same time. So I think these Sturm Grenadiers have to get out of there. And the Soviets are going to be able to just overrun the battlefield here early on. Maxim is already coming in, and another Saber. That machine gun is in trouble. Setting him out in the open, but the Soviets are just not going to try and bother with it by the looks of it. As the Soviets use the cover of the terrain to their advantage. Yes, SS is trying to tech up though to get the medic truck. And the conscripts are preparing to move out again.
Combat engineers are standing by.
Oh, and that's another sleep grade coming in. So those Storm Grenadiers are in trouble. Oh, he did get out in time and only lost one man, so that's not too bad. But these Storm Grenadiers are going to have to be very careful. Now, the advantage of him playing... Oh, that's a Molotov too. Him playing as a Panzer tactics is if he can get the munitions, he can start arming the Storm Grenadiers with Sturmgewehrs. Which is a really nice boon for them to have. He's not going for the munitions, but he needs that munitions point, I'd say. He wants to get the Sturmgewehrs quickly. He's using a lot of good cover here. And in a long-range cover-to-cover fight, I think the Storm Grenadiers should come out on top. Problem is, there's just a lot of... Yeah, that's another Molotov! Oh, God! Well, looks like the entire squads are gonna get out of there again. That's really nice. Oh, he's gonna go straight for the second tier. He's not gonna go for the medic. Oh, God. That's not good. And the Soviets are also going straight for tanks. Okay. The Soviet teching is actually very interesting because you can actually just forgo the main building here entirely and just go straight for conscripts and basic weapons. And then tech up, like it looks like Valhalla is doing. Very powerful little thing the Soviets can do with their teching method. And as a maximum on the field, the Storm Grenadiers are going to have an even harder time, I think. And he still is lacking in the munitions. Oh, he is arming one with Sturmgewehrs, though. So that squad is probably going to get really powerful here shortly. He also needs to capture this cut-off point down south if he wants to get anything out of the munitions, because he does not hold the center. Now he needs to get something quickly, and yeah, he's immediately going for the vehicle upgrade. So he can get like a light vehicle, probably he might be aiming for a Puma or a half-track. Indeed, Sturmgewehrs are armed, which should start to tear through the Soviet infantry if he meets them out in the open or medium to close-range engagements. Overall, it'll actually improve the effectiveness in most ranges. Yeah, it actually says all ranges, as would expect it. It is an assault rifle. MT-34 splits it up here to cover the northern flank. Nice to see. But he's getting 28 munitions now. The Soviets are getting a lot more munitions though to work with, so he should be careful. Oh, he actually managed to get a conscript close. Looks like the Sturmgewehrs are starting to show themselves. But the conscripts are behind heavy cover. And long-range heavy cover firefights can take a long time. The Soviets have even planted a demolition charge here. Oh, very cheeky. Conscripts are making a run for it. But yeah, out in the open, as you can see, the conscripts just get mowed down by the Sturmgewehrs. He needs to get that Storm Grenadier out of there, though. He cannot afford to take losses. Soviets going for mortar as well. Looks like we have a half track with an MG42. Not a bad call. He needs to be careful though. The Soviet infantry have been armed with anti-tank grenades. He's gonna use the reinforce of the field. Nice to see. MG34 might be in trouble though because of that church. Almighty Mthis is slowly being armed with equipment. That Maxim is actually tearing them apart. He is gonna throw a splintering grenade though, which took out the Maxim. Oh, very good. Very good throw that. Soviet mortar has arrived though. DPMs have been armed on the front of Vicky, giving them a lot more firepower to work with. Puma being called in. But Mthis don't have a lot of territory. A tank hunters also present, and a T-34 is being called in already. As you can see, the Soviets really don't need to pick a commander to be effective. He's gonna rush in with the Sturmgewehr. Looks like another demo charge was set up. Panzerjägers have been called in too. He needs to get out of there. He's too close. And that's that Sturmgewehr here. Oh, that's bad. Puma has arrived though, but the T-34s are getting onto the field. I think the Soviets are about to overrun the German position. But this definitely shows the versatility of the Soviet Union. Like, the commanders really just add things onto the Soviets that they can utilize because they just play overall good on everything. The Soviets can just adapt to any situation with ease. As you would kind of expect of them to do. Like the Panzerjäger even riding the T-34 now. Tank riders. That's another fancy little ability the T-34 76 have access to. Like we have a flare coming over the German positions, but the mortar's gonna start opening fire. Okay, he's loaded up in a half-track, making it a mobile fighting platform, but it's not gonna be able to stand up to a T-34. And now the T-34 is going to show itself shortly. Oh, that is the one lucky half-track. Panzerjägers are waiting in ambush, but it might not work. Hit the truck. Puma got a good shot off, surprisingly. But the T-34 should beat the Puma in a frontal engagement, as we see that. And then the other T-34 is flanking in. Panzerjägers are present though with the double Panzerschrecks. We just need line of sight. Half track down. Grenade going in. And yeah, high explosive killing them. And that's the Soviet Union winning a quick victory. This was just a short skirmish just to showcase the versatility of the Soviet Union, as was explained in the email that was sent to me. I hope you all enjoyed this short one, but the next one should be longer. I'll see you all then, everyone. Bye bye!